yet another exercise where we want to calculate the greatest common divisor and the lowest common multiple. I pick the numbers 125 and 270. As usual, when we want to calculate the greatest common divisor, we have to first factorize in prime numbers these two numbers. So let's prepare a vertical line. We write on the left hand side the numbers we want to factorize. Start by noticing that 125 is not an even number, therefore we cannot divide by 2. Let's verify if we can maybe divide by 3. We have to do the sum of the digits, and if we get a multiple of 3, then it can be divided by 3. See that 1 plus 2 plus 5 is 8. 8 is not a multiple of 3, so we have to discard this option. We notice that the last digit of the number is 5. This tells us that the number can be divided by 5. Let's therefore do it. 125 divided by 5 gives result 25 that we write here. 25 is an obvious multiple of 5, so we can divide again by 5. 25 divided by 5 gives us result 5. 5 is a prime number, so we can only divide it by 1 and itself. So we divide it by itself, which gives us result 1. And we are done with this factorization. Let's formally write down our result. So we obtain that 125 can be expressed as the product of these three numbers. So 5 times 5 times 5. And we take advantage of the power rules to write it in a nicer way, which means 5 to the power of 3. Okay, great. We have factorized 125. Let's factorize 270. 270 is an even number. You can tell it by the last digit, which is even. Therefore, we can divide by 2. Let's look at that. 270 divided by 2 is 135. 135 is not even. Let's check if we can divide by 3. We do the sum of the digits. 1 plus 3 is 4 plus 5 is 9, and 9 is a multiple of 3, so we are in luck. We can divide by 3. 135 divided by 3 is 45. 45, let's check if it's again a multiple of 3. And the sum of the digits is 4 plus 5, which is 9. Yes, a multiple of 3. We can divide again by 3. So let's do that. 45 divided by 3 is 15. And 15 is obviously another multiple of 3. So we can divide directly again by 3. This division gives result 5. We know it's a prime number, so go a bit quicker for that. Alright, let's formally write this result. So 270 can be expressed as the product of 2 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 5. And again, let's use the power rules. So we only want 2, so we copy that. 3 times 3 times 3, 3 times, so we can write it as 3 to the power of 3 times 5. Okay, great. We are ready to cook up our greatest common divisor, and we have to take the common numbers, the common factors that show up in both factorizations with the lowest exponent available. Alright, let's start by 2. We see that 2 is present only in the factorization of 270, not in the one of 225. Therefore, we cannot pick it. We can only pick common factors. Same logic for 3 to the power of 3. We have no 3 here. There is no number with base 3. So we have to exclude that. Let's check 5. You see that they both have 5 as factor. We have to pick the one with the lowest exponent. Here the exponent is 3, and here we have an invisible exponent, which is 1. So it's an easy choice. We have to pick this one. 1 is the lowest exponent. Okay, so the greatest common divisors of these two numbers, 125, 170, is without a shadow of a doubt just 5. Alright, we have now the lowest common multiple to calculate, and we have already factorized the two numbers, so let's just copy the result we have there on the left. 125 is equal to 5 to the power of 3, and 270 is equal to 2 times 3 to the power of 3 times 5. For the lowest common multiple, now we have to take both common and non-common factors. Also add even those they don't share, and this time with the highest exponent. So here we have 2. It doesn't matter that 125 doesn't have it. We have to take also the non-common factors. So we're gonna circle that one in red. Same logic for 3 to the power of 3. Even if it's not present in both, we are calculating the lowest common multiple. So we have to take it anyway. Perfect. Now, between 5 to the power of 3 and 5, we have to pick the one with the highest exponent this time for the lowest common multiple. So we are forced to take this one. Great. Now we have just to multiply the numbers I've circled in red. So, lowest common multiple of 125 and 270 is equal to 2 times 3 to the power of 3 times 5 to the power of 3, which can be simplified into 2 times 27 times 125. And the result of this product is 6,750, which we write here. Great, this is our lowest common multiple. Here we have the greatest common divisor, and the exercise is concluded.